Good morning. Welcome back to Priest Adventures. We're back at Sweetwater Park, and we're going to do the red trail this time. It's a two mile easy. We're not going to do the full 2 miles. We're going to do about half of it. We're going to get down to the old mill, and then we're going to turn around and come back. We're just want to knock out a walk. We have a lot of running around to do today, but this place has got a museum, gift shop. Yeah, there it is. Museum and gift shop, and also they shot a bunch of movies down here, Avengers and a bunch of other stuff. So this is going to be a short walk, probably going to be a pretty short video, but let's go ahead and knock this out. Let's get it. Now it's the red trail, and it is heavily blazed, so you're not going to get lost on this. But this is a heavily trafficked. We're here on Thursday morning. It's a balmy 39 degrees, so there's not a lot of people out here. The parking lot is a good size, but if you don't get here early, you have trouble finding parking. They even have additional parking further back, so it'd be a hike to get to the trailhead. But we're walking down to the old mill. It was burned during the Civil War. It was a textile mill, just like the other ones that the other one that I shot before. And you used to be able to walk right up to it. They hence put a fence on it, and as kids we'd do field trips down here and hike down to the old mill, and the whole interpretive stuff. So I've been coming here since I was, I don't know, 4th grade, something like that. And we used to have family reunions here. Rent the big pavilion, have all of us, and it was lakefront, so you could fish. Hey, sweetie, it's that way. Well, I say that you can't get turned around, but apparently you can. if you don't look up. She's staring at her feet. She wore the wrong shoes today, so she's a little slippy. Did you hear that? That is the East Point Police Department. They have a firing range here, and they light it up all day. So you're going to hear shots in the back. That's just how that's going to be. The only place where you could really get mixed up on this is you come up to an intersection. So you want to go right. I don't see a blaze. Yeah, it's got a little red paint. I mean, just barely any red paint right there on a small sapling. It's not really enough to blaze it, but it's the signage, for Red Trail Restrooms Interpretive Center, and they got the double blaze here. But you go right, because you don't want to go that way. You're going away from the mill. It would have been nice for them to have a sign here saying to continue the red trail. But then we're getting close to walking along Sweetwater Creek. Now, like I said before, this is 2 miles. To the mill is miles, halfway. The reason why we're not doing the second half of this is because once you get past the mill, you are basically hopping rocks. You are right up next to the creek, and you're just kind of jumping from rock to rock to rock to get to the final observation deck, which is a waterfall. It's a legit, pretty good looking waterfall. From what I've heard, Sweetwater Creek is the only Class 5 rapid in Georgia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure. To the point where you used to be able to tube it, kayak it, and stuff like that. I had an ex-brother-in-law that used to do it, but they stopped it. The rangers shut it down because too many people were getting hurt and killed. And a Class 5 is basically, it's a waterfall, but what makes it a Class 5 is it's almost impossible to be rescued if you get in trouble. They're holding a class over here, doing something. Now at the certain spots along the creek, they have benches so you can sit, and you gotta love, I just love rapids. They're calming. So we're gonna keep on it, because when we get done with this, my wife wants a smoothie. So we're gonna leave from here, we're gonna go get a smoothie. I don't want a smoothie, we just ate breakfast. I am stuffed. You know, the redneck hibachi, good old Waffle House, can't beat it. So that's probably about the only thing that keeps me in the South. The Waffle House. It's been a pretty good minute since we've done this trail, so my wife was saying she don't remember any of this. But you're walking, the main creek is over there, but there's a little, like, where it splits. So you're just walking along this. There's a few spots where there's bridges that run across, so you can go over there and do whatever. But this right here is unheard of. I mean, that to that. You come on the weekend, you are shoulder to shoulder with people. I mean, this place is crowded, seriously crowded. So I'm guessing the best time to come is on a Thursday at about 9 in the morning, whenever it's just above freezing. People, I guess, are just kind of staying at home, trying to stay warm. But we should be coming up on those ruins here pretty soon. You just gotta watch where you're stepping, because you got the hunks of rocks are out there. Other than that, everything else is beat down. It's really wide because they have so many people out here. And now we're coming up on the mill. Like I said, it was an old textile mill. It's really neat. There is a YouTube video of a drone footage of this thing. It's an old footage. It was shot, I don't know, 08 or something like that. But they were able to get all up into it. I don't think we can shoot a drone now. I think they shut that down. But I'm walking right up here to the fence, and it is bright out here. So that's the mill. You can reserve to have access to it, to have like photos shot, like do a photo shoot, wedding shoots. They've done that here, and used to, you could get into the water and make your way up to the inside of the mill from the water. Since then, they've put fencing down there just because kids were graffitiing it and messing it up, you know. But it's a really neat looking old mill, and just didn't survive Civil War. Just didn't make it. Making wool. It was for cleaning cotton and making wool. So it was 5 stories, and yeah, the union came in. They detained all the workers, actually deported them out to Kentucky, and then had them sign allegiances to the union. And when the major came from Roswell, where he destroyed a mill there, he got down here, he told them to burn it. So they poured flammable liquids on all 5 floors and set it on fire. So that would have been a heck of a sight. I think that was 18. Let me look at it really quick. And it's called the New Manchester Manufacturing Company. 1864. They took it over in July 2nd, 1864, and then he was told them to burn it. So that's all that's left of the New Manchester Manufacturing Company. So that's no more. But that's one of the nice things about the South is we have things to come and look at. So that's it for the mill. We're heading back out. There are a lot of trails here. I think there's like 5 or 6. They got a green and white blazed one. You have the red blazed and orange blazed, a yellow blazed, a green, white, orange, yellow, red. So I think it's 5 trails. And you can actually, on the All Trails app, there is a route that hits all the trails if you want to do all of them at one time. I don't know if I want to do all that, but I mean, you gotta love rapids. Love that sound. It's better than road noise. I'll say that. Much better than road noise. But we're gonna make our way out, and I'll see you at the car if we don't come upon anything new. Okay, just finished the red trail. We're back at the parking lot. Heads up also, it is $5 to park. The kiosk was open this time. I've been here some days whenever it's not, so you definitely want to have $5 on you, because if you don't have a 5, they'll take a 10, but you won't get change. But if the kiosk is open, you can get change. Red trail's a 2-mile trail. We didn't do the full 2 miles. We just went to the mill and back. So that counted us at 1.3 miles. Now I did add a little bit more to it because I actually started the app from the car and not from the trailhead. So it's probably close to a mile, give or take, about a mile, mile 10, whatever. Now for reviews, the 5-star review was easy till Old Mill, then gets more difficult. Almost the entire trail has creekside access. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's easy. Once you get past the mill, you start hopping rocks and it gets really narrow. For a 1-star, this is back in August of 2020, this was the worst trail I've ever walked on. You'll break an ankle coming here. If not in the water, then on the trail, if you can call it a trail. Call it what it is. You're on the rocky cliff of the side of the river. That's the second half of it. You can twist an ankle pretty quick. For me, I agree with both of those. To get to the mill, I mean, it's easy enough to where you can have little kids and elderly. I've seen people with strollers out here till you get to the mill, and the mill's where you want to stop and sit and let the kids play in the water. It's all shallow. It's a lot of fun, but once you get past that, it's just really not worth going out to that second observation. It'd be nice if they had cut another trail in a little bit further inland from the creek. If they could blaze another trail to get to it, because the observation deck is really nice. But I give it 4 stars. I like it. It's within 30 minutes of the house. Again, it's something close, and it's really nice going and looking at that mill. I like to get to there, shut it down, have a snack, even set up the hammock during the summer because the kids are going to be playing in the water. So I think I've covered about everything that I need to cover on this week. Stay tuned. We have other ones planned, some that we have to drive to, and my son is our youngest now, wants to do a backpacking trip. So I have a backpack for that. I have hiking or camping stuff that we can try out. We may make that happen come fall break or something like that. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to have that, but that'll be like a 2-day type of thing, with cooking and all that kind of stuff. So join us for our next adventure. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.